They were renowned throughout all the lands, living legends who stood head and shoulders above the rest of ninja kind. The Legendary Sannin, they were called. A fitting label, and we're about to take a look at why that is the case. So grab your seats and strap in. What's up, anime weebs and manga readers? As you just heard in the intro, today's video is another character deep dive. This time into not one, but 3 different characters. The Legendary Sannin, a powerful trio of ninjas whose actions and their consequences directly or inadvertently influenced a lot of the happenings in the shinobi world as we know it. Everyone knows who the main stars of the Naruto franchise are, none other than the titular hero himself and the others in his team, the ever-broody Sasuke and the feisty Sakura. Together, they make up one of the most powerful and iconic groups in anime, and dare I say, in all of fiction. However, influential as they may be, these heroes that we know and love would be nothing without the Legendary Sannin. Most anime fans are already familiar with them, but for the sake of the uncultured and uninitiated, allow us to introduce Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru. Let's take a look at what makes them so important, shall we? Jiraiya was one of Naruto's senseis and had an immense influence on the knuckle-headed ninja's life, having trained both him and his father Minato before him. Renowned as both a hermit and a skilled, if not eccentric, ninja, Jiraiya was a rather simple man. You see, he left the village and embarked on a journey around the world in pursuit of knowledge, women, and booze. His quest was fueled by a desire to aid his friends and his village, pen numerous novels of questionable subject matter, and ultimately contribute to the world at large. The wealth of knowledge he gathered during his travels would eventually be passed on to his godson and final pupil, Naruto Uzumaki. Tsunade boasts lineage from both the Senju and Uzumaki clans, earning her a position among Konoha's esteemed Sannin. Recognized as the world's most formidable kunoichi and an unparalleled medical ninja, Tsunade's tumultuous experiences marked by the repeated loss of loved ones led her to forsake the life of a shinobi for an extended period. Here, she developed a penchant for, let's call them extremely risky investments. Eventually, after being persuaded to return to Konoha, she assumed the role of the 5th Hokage after Hiruzen's death, where her exceptional skills in leadership and medicine proved invaluable to the village. Later on, she takes on a mentorship role to Sakura, who learns the intricacies of medical ninjutsu under her. Orochimaru, on the other hand, deserves a video for himself entirely because he arguably has the biggest impact on the trajectory of the plot of the entire series out of all the 3 Sannin. However, we'll still touch on the keynotes here. Driven by an insatiable ambition to unravel the world's secrets, Orochimaru harbored a lifelong goal of achieving immortality. His desire was rooted in the quest to live through countless lifetimes necessary to uncover every hidden truth. In his pursuit of immortality, Orochimaru experimented on innocent civilians, and instead of facing persecution after being caught, he defected from Konoha. For years, he dedicates himself to seeking revenge and plotting the village's destruction to showcase his acquired knowledge. After seemingly succumbing to death multiple times in the pursuit of his objectives, Orochimaru eventually recognizes the flaws in his approach and shifts his focus to monitoring the actions of a young boy named Sasuke Uchiha. Orochimaru goes on to mold Sasuke's life into something darker, branding him with the cursed seal in the attempt to siphon his powers under the guise of granting him strength. This continues until Sasuke believes he is strong enough to break free from his influence and kills him. In their Genin days, the trio found themselves on the same team under the leadership of Hiruzen Sarutobi, the 3rd Hokage. Under Hiruzen's tutelage, the trio honed their skills mastering the summoning technique. You know, the one used by some shinobi to summon these massive animals that can do all sorts of cool stuff for them, like giant animal-themed mechas. Jiraiya bonded with a giant frog, Tsunade bonded with a giant slug, and Orochimaru bonded perhaps a little too tightly with a giant snake. Despite their remarkable feats as a team, constant disagreements marked their relationship, earning the nickname 3-Way Deadlock. deadlock from Tsunade. Perhaps you're beginning to notice a pattern here. The frog, the slug, and the snake were traditionally referred to with this very same term in ancient Japan. The three animals form a deadlock similar to rock, paper, scissors, where one member of the group always has the ability to trump the other. Snake eats frog, frog eats slug, and the slug, or so it was believed, was immune to the snake's venom. Much like this imperfect scenario, the members of the Sannin tempered each other's excesses and balanced one another out. None of them were perfect, but together, they worked. However, as it often happens in groups like this, once they reached a level of proficiency allowing them to stand on their own, Hiruzen's team disbanded. Even after the official disbandment of the team, the trio continued to collaborate during the Second Shinobi World War. In a fierce encounter with Hidden Rain Village's then leader, a fearsome general known as Hanzo of the Salamander, they emerged as the only shinobi from Konoha to withstand Hanzo's assaults. In recognition of their resilience, Hanzo bestowed upon them the title that would stick with them for the rest of their lives: Konoha's Legendary Sannin. This pivotal battle, however, marked the end of the trio's joint efforts. Jiraiya chose to stay in the Hidden Rain Village, seeking repentance for his role in the war. Here, he finds and cares for three young orphans, Yahiko, Nagato, and Konan, a decision that would eventually lead to his death years down the line. The war's harrowing experiences deeply affected Tsunade, prompting her to forsake the life of a ninja and take up gambling. By the time Jiraiya returned to Konoha, Tsunade had already departed the village. Orochimaru, due to his criminally insane pursuits, also parted ways with the village. Jiraiya's attempts to persuade Orochimaru to return proved unsuccessful. Consequently, Jiraiya dedicated himself to monitoring Orochimaru's activities, a commitment that he would keep to as best as he could throughout the rest of his life. The complicated relationship that exists between the members of Jiraiya, Orochimaru, and Tsunade, and their respective protégés Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, shapes a lot of events that take place in the series. It enforces the existence of the cycle of hatred and highlights why it is so important for the current generation to break out of it. This is the legacy of the Legendary Sannin. Anyway, that's all we have for today, folks. Do you agree with our analysis? Maybe there are some really cool facts about the Legendary Sannin that I left out. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please subscribe if you haven't already and ring the notification bell to get regular updates on new videos. I make awesome anime and manga content like this every week, so be sure to check them out. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.